Okay, so there's a jumble of stuff that I watched this week, so let me try and organize it. Let's begin with Pokemon stuff. First of all, I watched Pokemon movie 12, and I watched that part of a marathon where I watched 10, 11, and 12, since they are basically connected to each other, relevant to each other, and I was watching it with somebody. Well, I wanted to do it for myself anyways, to rewatch 10 and 11 before watching 12 since they were all connected. But it was really extra helpful because I watched it with somebody. I don't know what his opinion was on the stuff, but for the most part, I thought movie 12 was pretty decent. I actually really liked how angry Arceus felt and how betrayed he felt. It felt more genuine than a lot of problems that they've had to deal with. So, a lot of that stuff just worked out pretty well. Movie 10 and 11, I didn't really have much of a different opinion watching them the second time through. I guess with movie 10, that was intriguing. Scenes in there that were almost completely over the top awesome, but were lacking something that made them just kind of neat, I guess. But I'm not exactly sure what it was that was missing. Maybe some of the same things that are missing in the anime. Like, we're presented over and over that Pikachu is supposed to be really powerful, and a lot of the episodes like to end with Pikachu use their Thunderbolt and blow Team Rocket away, and Pikachu does this really weak-feeling attack. You know, this is kind of related to stuff I've talked about with iShield 21, where you can have an anime where you say that the character's fast, and then you have something like iShield 21, which is really good because the way the character is depicted as being fast is convincing and believable to us, the viewer. So, if Pikachu's Thunderbolt were to be powerful, then you would need, you need explosions, booms, you need things being destroyed. You need that feeling of, yeah, that Thunderbolt has a lot of power behind it. So, the way that's related to the 10th movie, I think, is that the way Palkia and Dialga's power is presented is, I think, a little too casual. And there's something about Darkrai that's a little too... He does a piss-poor job of communicating with people, which takes a slight edge off of his otherwise completely cool character. Movie 11, my thoughts about that were mostly just that Shyman was a little shit. Movie 12, though, you know, with the main character, like I said, Arceus was a very convincingly angry, betrayed Pokemon. A very powerful, angry, and betrayed Pokemon at that. So I thought movie 12 was the best of those three because of just how solid of the presentation that is. Regarding Season 6, I finished Season 6. I don't remember if I said that last time. Overall, I didn't find anything about it to be particularly noteworthy. It's basically getting to the point where I'm feeling the repetitiveness of having watched so much Pokemon. I may have to start taking a break from it. But at the same time, if I finish Seasons 7, 8, 9, then that will be another milestone achieved. And then that's when I would fall into the trap of now needing to start 10 to see what the introduction of Dawn was like. It's a trap. There is one thing about Season 6 that was awesome, and that was when Jessie caught her Seviper. The most... It was just awesome. And overall, I'm still on the fence about May's character, because again, you know, she wavers between complete idiocy and showing a little sign of competence, I guess. Maybe sort of like Ash Ketchum, except that she started way more on the idiocy level than he did. Which I mentioned was funny because I didn't expect it. Or maybe I didn't mention it was her complete inability and lack of caring about Pokemon that was what I had found funny. Oh well, I guess it doesn't matter because I've already said that. But it gives her a chance to grow, I guess. So that's maybe why I haven't been completely turned off by it. Oh well, and then I watched a bunch of Pokemon specials, stuff that was shown before movies that I had missed that were on the DVDs, and a couple of other specials that had been released on DVD, etc., etc. For the most part, I didn't really care too much about a lot of them. Nothing to really note other than the fact that I thought that dancing one was actually kind of amusing. Basically, Meowth has a rod that forces Pokemon to dance. So there's just some funness there that I enjoyed. I'm not exactly sure what it was because I was also doing something else at the same time, so it was distracting. Anyways, going on to other things, I rewatched the Tower of Druaga, and there were some things I didn't remember too clearly. There were a couple places in there where I may have accidentally skipped a half of an episode, but overall, rewatching it, I thought it was a pretty compelling anime. It's amusing, and other than a really strange sort of twist, sort of climax at the very end of the series, which I guess I can't figure out how to say it without spoiling too much. I thought Tower of Druaga was overall a really, really completely solid anime, and yeah. Unless you really hate fan service, because every 3 episodes they have to show you fan service of some sort, I think. Let's see. Regarding specials, since I started mopping up the Pokemon specials, there was a little effort to start looking at specials and for other series that I hadn't watched for one reason or another. And fortunately, with one of my friends, this actually ended up, when they came over and we were nostalging about anime, this actually came up for another anime where, in Full Metal Panic Second Raid, I had missed that there was a bonus episode on 2 of the DVDs. Well, there was a bonus episode 0 and 1, and a bonus... another bonus episode where Testarossa got drunk and had to figure out what the hell she did. That one was amusing. He had shown me that one, or wanted me to watch that one, because he considered that one of his favorite. And that one was actually pretty amusing, but I still like a lot of the episodes of Mofu better. Episode 0 is just a simple, oh yeah, by the way, we're about to start another Full Metal Panic season thing. And so it was okay. Nothing too spectacular, unless it's a completely different episode 0 than the one that I'm supposed to be thinking of, but it doesn't seem like it. Oh, and of the new stuff I bought, I did watch Phantom Quest Core. It was okay. A lot of it didn't stand out as particularly, oh, awesome, you gotta go out and see this. For the most part, I was just amused by the scenes where the main heroine is waking up in the morning. She has trouble waking up, so some elaborate alarm clock setups there that are amusingly comical. And it's also really funny because she's quite clearly not wearing anything, at least from the chest up, but it's very intentionally teasing the user into, oh, maybe you'll get a nipple slip soon, maybe. Oh, no, you don't. Camera change. We got you. I think teasing in that way is actually kind of amusing, considering how many, how free the breast can flow in a whole lot of anime. Anyways, I'm mostly going off the top of my head trying to remember all this stuff I watched, and I guess that about covers it all. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to specifically target next, since unfortunately there's now like a dozen things on my immediate radar. So, I guess next week may be a surprise, or it may just be another stupid Pokemon anime analysis. We'll find out then, I guess.